3740. And this is the channel of community and the design of a part seeking a whole. And so 37 is family and the gate of friendship, and it's a solar plexus gate, which is the brown triangle on the right side of the chart. And then 40 is deliverance and the gate of aloneness, and it's a will center gate, which is the little red triangle just above the brown triangle, the solar plexus. And the 3740 lies at the heart of humanity's successful evolution. It has an organic nature of community and a transition point it provides between the struggle to survive and liberation from what that struggle. It's subject to the push-pull of the emotional wave. Gate 40 is willing to work to provide for the ones it loves, but it needs rewards and rest. And then Gate 37 has a gift for affection, and it's always looking for recognition and a place within the whole.
Yeah, 37 wants to feed everyone or not, based on principles it had just received, which again, these principles that come up through 37 and turn into action, ultimately through this a sensitivity to affection and to touch and to the food that goes in. This is the hand that feeds. It's the hand that sets up the table for dinner, and it feeds everything. And it's always got to be washed. Everything about this particular stream from 19 up to 40 is it's got to be practical. There's got to be principles, and it's got to fit my mystical higher self. The mystical higher self is very much born through here, even though it comes in through our individuality because we're so unique. It comes in through all these things. You got a 6124, you could have a huge mystical experience. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Everything can do it, but a guaranteed drumbeat, a tribal ritual drumbeat that guarantees through its willpower this will take place, shows up here. And so 37 and 49 both, that will filter through the mystical process along with the practical. I mean, the mystical process will technically usually give way to the practical, because if it's not practical, they're not doing it, you know what I mean? Or it just, it's not the best thing, but it's imbued and embedded in all of this. And so when you get to 40 ends up being, well, I see you've just filtered all this stuff from 19 on up to me, but I still have to do all the work. And it's like, and that's when it's denialism, or okay. And it is looking for that liberation that 40 defines. That 40 defines liberation. So the rest of that stream of awareness can turn off and then turn back on again, because it can't stay on all the time. And so when 40 is liberated, it technically signals like a pheromone in the body to, okay, you can put the fire out now. You can stop sacrificing the goat. I'm done. Or we're not working in the fields anymore. I'm done. Whatever the thing is, they're now resting. So, and all tribes have had these great rituals and celebrations around siesta and rest just as much as they've had around other things. So all that stuff is in here. At a wicked practical level, 37 says, I give the affection. And 47 says, I'm not complete without the right affection. It's very much equates to love. And so it says, I love working. I love work, actually. 40 loves it. Give me a hammer. I'm going to go out and do the thing. It just wants to go out and do the thing. It's its best day when it's peacefully liberated to do its thing, and deny anyone else's request about not doing the thing or anything like that. And there's a bargain, and the bargain is that at the end of it all, there's affection. And the affection says, I do a lot of work to make this affection available at this time. There's a lot of stuff. I feed a lot of mouths with the stuff you bring in. So the affection comes at a price. You better keep doing the work. And the work is like, that work comes at a price. You better remain affectionate and don't treat me like a douche, and then the channel comes together and it creates this emotional wave that gets clear. Yeah, this is the right it smells right, tastes right, feels right, touch, taste, smell. These are these senses that go into this. I feel the loyalty. I feel tribal love is very much commitment oriented. You know what I mean? So it's like the arranged marriage. I'm sorry, you're not freaking sweaty palm falling in love with the arranged marriage you just met an hour ago before you say I do. But the tribe's in love with that. It's like, yeah, no, I love this stuff. It's great. We're pretty sure what we're going to get out of this. And what do most arranged marriages say 20 years later? I'm glad.
They fall in love.
They do. And there's something about around, I don't want to do it, but there's something about it if it's in the culture. So
And if it's done from a correct place of like awareness of, hey, we're going to bring these two families together, and this is a good kid and this is a good kid and whatever.
So then this channel gets its name, the channel of community. And it's just about so much about bringing community together. It's in opposition in the wheel, so it shows up more often than the other channels of the body graph, except for two of them. And it says we are the community. We're sensitive about the community. We support the community. I'm going to go ahead and do the thing, even if I don't like it. This is a great channel of doing something that they don't necessarily want to do, but boy, they get a big ego boost when they've done it, and it feels good. And the ego loves to pat itself on the back when it's a job well done, even if it didn't want to do it in the first place. Once it's done, it's like, man, I did that thing. They carry that reward around. That reward is supposed to be there. It's required, and you can definitely speak to that. And inside of all of that is a bargain. You break the bargain, it's like bust a deal, you face the wheel. You know, and that I think that was the third Mad Max movie with Tina Turner in Tinseltown or whatever you called it. Um, Bargains. So you know, someone with this, there's a bargain here. There's a bargain. They're making a bargain. There is a bargain to be had, and it's important. You'll get kicked out if you're constantly breaking the bargain. Do you have anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, one of the fun things is I've been deep diving in creating the Holidays in Human Design series.
Mm-hmm.
The 3740 lines up with Labor Day in September.
Oh, you gotta love that. You just gotta love that. That is so fitting.
It's perfect. You worked, and now we're going to take a day off. You get this day off. You get the long weekend. You did your work. Here's your rest time.
Right. Absolutely. No, I get that. That actually makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel pretty good about this channel of community. It's
Yeah.
an emotional wave, people. Don't forget there's an emotional wave here and in the channel below 19 to 49. We should explain it's a ratchet wave. It guarantees you're going to go through hope and pain. It guarantees you will move up and down, no different than the spike wave we talked about the other day, or any of it. It's going to move in its wave. It will go down. It will go up. It will come to this clarity. It's a guarantee. This one ratchets a couple step forward. Oh, this might feel good. Oh no, I found something I might not like. It ratchets back and it ratchets forward. And then if someone is constantly picking away at the deal, at the bargain, it will finally ratchet itself up into the point where it's like going to blow up. It's got a lot of ego power. It's got a big voice here, you know, a lot of power in the voice when this rears up is what I should say. And so it's always, so you'll notice if you're a tribal being, there's this ratcheting. I have to support this thing, so I can't just blow up at it. Never mind. And this is a great capacity to sort of just put it in its place, put it in its box, the thing that you're a little pissed at. But if it keeps happening, there's the ratcheting. Ratchet back, ratchet forward until finally it will come to clarity and tell you all about it. And that ratchet back and forth comes to clarity, and it also says, yes, I do. So it's both. At the clarity point, I promise you, before the 3740 get married, and they spend that time together, you know, courtship or whatever you want to call it, they're coming to clarity over the exact opposite of when they're down on the wave, and they're ratcheting right up into saying I do. That is a clear choice, more so than anything else. So yep, if you're an ego being, no quick movements and no running off to Vegas. You got to hang around a while because the bargain better be there or you will blow up.